Hi and welcome back to our mini-series where we're going to show you some hints and tips around getting the best out of Microsoft Excel. Many businesses use it and this is your chance to learn new skills and wow the people around you with new Excel knowledge. This week we're going to cover a formula, the SUMIF formula, for summing data in a table based on a filter or a criteria. If you have a table of data within Excel and you wish to pull out data and sum based on a particular field, then the formula you're looking for is SUMIF. This can be used to generate information from within a table of invoices, for example. If you see here, we have a table of invoices and a couple of examples that we may wish to sum based on things like territory, or we may wish to do it by account. We can use two features here to help us out. We're going to use the SUMIF function to give us some results, and we're going to use our fill handle that we've learned before to copy the results into the bottom of the table. So we highlight the cell we wish to publish into and we click the formula icon here. You can search for or find your function. Mine's here because I've used it recently. And we now need to build our formula. So we choose our range, which for me, I'm looking at territory. So I'm going to drag that and gather my range. And I'm going to set that to an absolute reference by pressing F4. We'll talk about that in a moment. We're going to set our criteria, and I want it to be EX1 or H3. And we're not going to set that as absolute. And we also need to choose our sum range, which is our sum of values. And again, I'm going to use F4 to make that an absolute value. And we press OK. That formula has then summed everything in this table that matches your territory. And if we use the fill handle, we can copy down. The reason why we set the value and the range to be absolute is so that when we copied it down, those numbers didn't change cell by cell. Now the second step we're going to do is we're going to use the same feature, but we're going to sum by account. So we're going to again click our formula button, choose the SUMIF, choose our range, and this time our range will be what we want to search for, which is account. And again, absolute range using F4. Our criteria is now this account here. And finally our summary range, which is the values we wish to sum. And once again, we're going to make those absolute values because I want all of these criteria to look at the same range of figures. And we press OK. And again, finally, we're going to use the fill handle in a different way. We're using the double click rather than the drag, and that will populate our formula down. Now we can confirm that these values are correct by highlighting the values that we can see in the table. And you can see in the bottom right down corner here, we can see that it sums to the same value. That's what we've got. Thank you for joining us in our Excel series. Tune in next time where we will be covering more features, more functions and more formulas.